Ebusiafo aha eye Ghanatube so ensem a ekoso ewo Ghana four corners ni gina no eno ena channel we de ebro matenase fefefe mekako medensem aba ebusiafo entempa ni dimechi na yenkotie ensem bia ekoso ewo omani.
Back home in Ghana, the Bank of Ghana is stepping up its monetary policy efforts to maintain inflation within single-digit levels. Now, in its latest move, the central bank has withdrawn nearly 4 billion cedis from the financial system through its open market operations bills aimed at tightening liquidity and stabilizing prices. We have more details in this report for you.
This is one of the highest amounts that the Bank of Ghana has raised from the market in recent times as it takes steps to ensure that the amount of money in circulation is in line or balanced with economic activities. These measures are coming at a time that government was initially struggling to raise the targeted amount through the treasury bills market. While this measure or instrument has been used by government to raise funds, it also indirectly helped in checking inflation. So, since government had been struggling, the open market operations bills had come to the rescue of the central bank in checking liquidity on the market. But some were worried about the amount being raised, especially when the inflation rate had been dropping to these record levels. At an interest of 21%, a lot more investors on the market were turning to these papers compared to the government of Ghana treasury bills. But will the Bank of Ghana be going ahead to raise these amounts? And what will be the implication to government when it comes to securing the targeted amount for its treasury bills auction? Also, could it be an indication that we are not yet out of the woods when it comes to inflation rate staying within the single digits range going forward?
Talking about the Bank of Ghana, well, they say they will soon operationalize their digital credit directive and roll out a virtual asset licensing regime to strengthen oversight in the fast-growing digital financial space. Second Deputy Governor Matilda Santiesiedu disclosed this at the Momo FinTech Stakeholder Forum here in Accra. More in this report.
The rise of digital finance continues to transform Ghana's financial landscape from mobile money to online lending and virtual assets. But with this growth comes the need for stronger regulation and consumer protection. At the Momo FinTech Stakeholder Forum in Accra, the Bank of Ghana revealed that it is putting in place new measures to ensure a safe and transparent digital ecosystem.
As the central bank, we are building regulatory capacity and agility to supervise effectively. We are strengthening innovation and digital capabilities to bring our regulatory systems in sync with the market. Our monetary policy stance continues to promote stability, recognizing that innovation and macroeconomic disciplines are not competing goals, but complementary. In the near term, what we intend to do is to operationalize the Digital Credit Directive and roll out our virtual assets licensing regime and expand financial literacy as well as the redress mechanisms across the country.
Chief Executive Officer for Mobile Money Limited, Shaibu Haruna, stressed the importance of the digital ecosystem for business growth.
As Ghana's fintech economy evolves, it has become very necessary and very important for us to ensure that policymakers, regulators, and industry leaders connect with innovation. This together is to share ideas on how we shape the future of our industry to build an inclusive and sustainable digital financial landscape in Ghana.
Industry players say collaboration between regulators and fintech firms will be key to unlocking the full potential of digital finance in Ghana.
Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Anthony Kwesi-Sapong, has called on members of the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana to embrace innovation in their line of duty. According to him, this has become necessary to improve the quality of service delivery at various institutions. He gave the remark in an address at the 2025 luncheon by the ICAG here in Accra.
25 ICAG presidential luncheon marks an important milestone for the Institute as one of the platforms where members network and share progressive ideas. Speaking as the guest of honor, Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority Anthony Kwesi Sarpong stressed on integrity of accountant and the need to support initiatives aimed at promoting growth in various organizations. He urged members to embrace innovation and ready to drive change in the country.
In today's world, we don't struggle to find a lot of things that are changing. The digital world, innovation is no longer an option. It is the engine of relevance. If you are going to remain relevant, then innovation is the way to go. We cannot be left behind. And the third component, which is compliance, ensure that as individuals and institutions operate, we operate within defined rules, standards, and ethical boundaries. And the connection between compliance and integrity is that every action that we take, like Newton's third law of motion, to every action there's equal and opposite reactions. I think you remember our EHS or secondary school physics.
Giving his keynote address, Vice Chancellor of the University of Professional Studies Accra, Professor John Kwesi Mauto urged regulators in the financial sector to act swiftly to protect the integrity of the sector.
At the top, it's not just the burden of one profession or sector, rather it is a shared responsibility of the entire governance ecosystem. That is regulators, civil society, boards, investors, the media, the citizenry, and individual accountants. Ethical governance thrives when all actors align around integrity, innovation, and compliance. Regulators must enforce rules fairly, boards must be independent and act independently. The media must report the truth, and citizens must hold leaders accountable.
The ICAG believes that such gatherings help to empower newly graduated members of the institute.
Madam Asapa, some would mechi and my quote and some no with me an opportunity I share views on the issues at our comment section. Now, you better break again kind Nina Eddie among fair as my message Musono, Mema away if you sell over subscribing. Now I hit it notification link in the so Eddie among fair. I think so. Mema away if you saw be share never fair. I was for aha. Ghanatube send everything and come. Modofo snow, men am say Eddie and some employment. Sisi adi, my